The U.S. is on an unsustainable fiscal path. The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path. And that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy.
I have the sense this worries you very much.
Over the long run, of course it does. You know, we're borrowing from future generations. It's time for us to get back to putting a priority on fiscal sustainability. And sooner is better than later.
A few moments later.
JP Morgan expects the Federal Reserve to end quantitative tightening as early as next week, which is great because the U.S. debt just finally topped $38 trillion, a new all-time high. And in order to celebrate this, we're going to break down how this could cause liquidity to flow into cryptocurrency markets. An XRP whale just moved 211 million tokens from one wallet to another, signaling a move could be imminent. President Trump has pardoned Binance founder CZ. He's expected to make an announcement at 3 p.m. today. We don't know if it's related to this or something else, but when he speaks, markets tend to move, which has many asking the question, how do you get ahead in markets that appear to be so manipulated and so much fraud is afoot? I will unpackage all of this and more breaking epic crypto news, as well as some chart data in this video today, but stick around a little later on in this video. I'm going to show you a way that you can manage all your portfolios in a way that doesn't require relying on tweets to move up or down. But as always, welcome back to the channel. I am JR, your favorite crypto dad, and you know what to do. Give me that comment 777 down below if you're feeling bullish, if you're feeling blessed, and you are ready to live your best life. Smash that like button, hit subscribe to affirm it, and let's run into the video. The total US debt has just set a new all-time high at $38 trillion. That's a jump in over $500 billion this month, operating at a pace of $23 billion a day. Many people asking, how is this going to affect the future crypto markets and stock markets? Where is this liquidity going to go? There's over $7 trillion currently sitting in money market funds, not flowing anywhere else at this time. Many people are saying, is this going to flow into risk assets? Is it going to go to gold and silver and Bitcoin? Coffee Capital on X pointing out that this money is not going to be flowing into the markets, and there's a reason why. And I'm going to break it down for you that too long did not read and just explain it as most of this money is held by government institutions. That could be local municipalities, and this is being held there because it needs to be held in safe places, quote unquote, safe places. There's no doubt about it, though, as we see these printers turn on, that there is speculation that some of this money will start to flow into risk assets. That is a heavy risk moving forward for these money market funds that a lot of times are tied up with pension money. Binance founder CZ says that he is deeply grateful for today's pardon by President Trump, and he will do everything that he can to help make America the capital of crypto. Not everybody's really happy about this move, saying that CZ bought this pardon. Adam Cochran pointing out this is disgusting even for Trump, that CZ admitted to sanctions violations, knowingly allowed bad groups like Hamas and Wagner to operate on Binance, and then he partnered with Trump's World Liberty Fi on their new stablecoin, partnering with Dominari Holdings, which includes Trump's sons, operating out of Trump Tower, and the list goes on. And then all of a sudden, a month later, after doing business with them, he is pardoned. And we have seen heavy speculation that there is money moving on chain, even into wallets that seem to be making suspicious long and short positions on Bitcoin just minutes before Trump's tweets. And there is a Trump insider whale that is back now with a $78 million long on Bitcoin. His win rate is 100%, so we can only hope that that means good news for the markets. Binance is making moves on their own as well. Since the pardoning of CZ, they have been buying millions of dollars every minute just in the last few hours prior to the recording of this video. President Trump is expected to speak at 3 p.m. today, and depending on what time you're watching this video, that may have already taken place. We don't know if it's crypto related, market related, or CZ related, or something completely irrelevant, but what we do know is that everybody, including their brother, is on X posting about this. Altcoin Bale saying he just finished up a talk with his advisor who told him that Trump's announcement is going to be huge today. And Gordon, Altcoin Gordon's coming out and saying that his source tells him it's going to be a huge announcement from Trump today. And they all seem to be saying the same thing. It's going to be a huge announcement. It's huge, huge announcement. We'll look to that meeting to see which direction the markets are going to go. In more breaking epic crypto news coming out of Altcoin Pro University, and the link is down below there for you to get signed up. We're going to be first pointing out that Hyper has been listed on Robinhood's spot. For all the hype holders out there, the unstaked hype that was sold looks to have been absorbed. The team relocking tokens or OTCing to DATs not priced in. Big news there. Trump administration is eyeing equity stakes in quantum technology companies. This was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. This could mark a huge shift for this administration and technology innovation in this company. Mega ETH token sale is coming soon, and what you need to know about that, I'm going to let you read that on your own at Altcoin Pro University. But again, this is where we have our experts, our industry-leading technical analysis experts and teachers for you guys, vetting all the information. So you don't need to rely on crypto Twitter, what's real, what's fake, Trump tweets, profits up, stop loss triggered. And by the way, if you were in Altcoin Pro University, you probably had stop losses that would have saved you a couple of Fridays ago before everything started dumping. Again, the link is down below for Altcoin Pro University. And this is where you can get that education from technical analysis teachers and the industry experts that are going to vet through all of the fluff and the sludge that's out there. And with a 14-day money-back guarantee, my guess is that you'd be able to blaze through the majority of these classes on your own for ironclad crypto security strategy, navigating Web3 blueprint, diving into DeFi yield projects, which we see are available here, DeFi yield projects, altcoin picks, and so much more. Stick around. We'll share a little bit more about this later on. Let's jump into a quick recap on the markets. A quick refresh shows that we are at $3.71 trillion for the total market cap of cryptocurrency. Fear and greed is still sitting at a 28 in the fear category. Altcoin season index is at a 24, and we're not seeing a whole lot of uptick in the market cap. We're sitting at $1.52 trillion for the total market cap of altcoins sector as a whole. This is not bad news. Chopping sideways is exactly where we are. We are in a channel on Bitcoin, currently chopping between like 109 and 112, give or take. Let's move this over and zoom in on this. I had this zoomed out because I was discussing recently some of the fib extensions and the possibilities of where we could go for a new market high if October 6th was not the all-time high for this cycle. And if that's the case, then, we start to look at some of the extensions like the 1618 at 130, the 2618 at 165. And for me, it's profit-taking targets and stop losses that are going to be set. But where we are in the short term, no doubt about it, is that we have been chopping between about 107, I say 107, 108, and the 112,500. This is an area of support and resistance that's shown to be fairly stable right now. A lot of trading that can take place during this time before the market figures out if it's going to go up or down. We need to break above 112,500. Recapture 114 would be a better indicator that we are moving in a bullish direction. The RSI is ticking up. The RSI is currently sitting at a 46. It's crossed over its moving average, creating a bullish divergence. That's good news. Is it going to hold? Again, we need to get above 112,500. We need to get above 114 to really confirm that. This is all being recorded prior to this Trump meeting at 3 p.m., so we'll see if that has any impact on the markets. CZ being pardoned, that could have an impact. It looks like Binance is already trending up on that news itself. And we don't need to buy the news and sell the rumors when we can trust the charts and trust the data. These are repeatable patterns that are spotted over and over again. But nonetheless, Bitcoin right now still chopping well within this this sideways zone of 108, 109, all the way up to the 112, and that's good. It's currently moving up at the time of this recording. Let's see, for the day, it looks like we're up about 3%, give or take. Let's move into some of the altcoins. We're seeing a little bit more strength in Ethereum and Solana. Ethereum not recapturing the 4,000 level just yet on the Bitstamp chart that I'm looking at. Looking to get above that, but it is moving up at the time of this recording. And Solana looking to try and get its way back up to the $200 mark. Good news for Solana is that we're still chopping inside of this narrowing wedge. That is extremely bullish. RSI on Solana and Ethereum both crossing over their moving averages, looking for that bullish divergence. We need confirmation on that. Then we move into some of the DeFi stuff. We got Aster and Plasma. Plasma is up another almost 8% at the time of this recording. Looking at Aster, about 13.5% at the time of this recording. Looking at the gaming sector, a little bit heavier than some of the OG memes with 4% on Sandbox, SHIB, and Doge, about 3.5%. These are all moving in the same pattern. I pointed this out in a previous video. They're still moving in this M pattern, this double bottom pattern. Again, it's chopping sideways, looking for an area of breakout. seeing a little bit more of an uptrend, possible reversal on GigaChad, which would be representing your newly emerged meme coins and things like that. And then XRP, where we're currently up about 2.25%. Trading just a little bit below the market right now. XRP is at $2.41, not $241, not yet. It's at $2.41. It has broken out previously, as discussed, of this symmetrical triangle. It looks to be forming a double bottom if we come back down into the $2.30 range. Right now, we're looking to hold support there above $2.35. If we can hold support there and get above $2.61, we may start to see some bullish upward momentum. That's XRP. Again, big whale movement usually precedes a big market price movement on XRP. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. But as I was saying before, how do you move around in these markets when there's so much manipulation, there's so much just drama and FUD, and it's pretty obvious at this point that there is very clear market manipulation taking place. Binance and Wintermute, we've seen this back and forth, ping pong match over and over again. And how do you move around on that? Well, a lot of it comes down to having proper trading education, learning how to work inside of day trading cycles, and setting proper stop losses and profit taking targets. And all of that just comes down to the education, which I cannot stress this enough. You're going to find the education best, especially if you've made good money in crypto in the last 2 to 4 years and you don't know what to do with it, at Altcoin Pro University. And that's why you need to listen to this right now.
If you have 10K or more in crypto, you're literally giving up an extra $300 per month in passive income. You're giving up on a free 3 to 8% additional monthly yield just because it's sitting on an exchange like Coinbase or Binance and you're being lazy. You're taught to hodl, just wait for price appreciation, and this is costing you thousands of dollars. So let's see what happens here. While your assets are sitting there doing absolutely nothing and inflation is kicking your ass. For example, Ethereum didn't do anything over the course of 3 months. XRP didn't do anything over a whole year. And Solana, same thing. It didn't do anything for an even longer period of time while you sat there making no money. And I'm not saying that these are bad investments. It's quite the opposite, actually. But the smartest investors in the world make their crypto work for them to generate additional yield. And why would you not do that? You're holding these crypto assets anyways. It's like buying a rental property and not renting it out. If you hold on to the property because you believe that it's going to appreciate in value over years, why wouldn't you rent it out so someone else can pay your mortgage while you still get the value appreciation? So it makes no sense to just hold your crypto without earning yield on your idle coins. And if you're just holding your crypto on exchanges like Coinbase, your assets aren't safe. In fact, Coinbase was hacked for $400 million and the hackers bribed Coinbase employees so they could access sensitive user information, demanding a $20 million ransom from Coinbase, which the company refused to pay.
I want to make you aware of a disturbing email that we received recently at Coinbase. It was a ransom note demanding $20 million in Bitcoin in exchange for these attackers not releasing some information they claim to have obtained on our customers. I'm going to respond publicly to these attackers by saying no. We are not going to pay your ransom.
And I even received a letter in the mail saying that my information was included in that hack. So I'm speaking from firsthand experience here, not just an article that I read online. So not only are you leaving free money on the table by not earning yield on your idle crypto, but you're also putting yourself at risk of losing it all, getting hacked, or having your account frozen by keeping your crypto on centralized exchanges. Because if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. You already know this, so I don't have to tell you. You can't afford to be lazy with your capital. The US is drowning in nearly $40 trillion in debt. So this is your insurance against the system. To learn how you can earn passive income on your coins every single day while protecting your capital from hacks or scammers, my research team put together a step-by-step tutorial for you to start earning yield on your crypto today. And it takes less than 10 minutes to get set up. All you need to do is go to altcoinpro.com after you're done watching this video, create your account, and click on the Start Here lesson under the classroom, and you'll discover how one liquidity pool is earning our members up to 40% yield on digital assets that they already own. Plus, you can go into the DeFi yield picks and see even more opportunities to earn passive income on your coins safe and predictably with complete control and ownership of your assets. You will make significantly more money by being your own bank. And all you need to do is go to altcoinpro.com to get started right now.